One day, a brand new shiny red locomotive named Tootle came to the lower train switch school for locomotives.
This here is the finest baby I've seen since the old 600,
said up Bill as he examined the gleaming young locomotive.
How would you like to be the flyer from New York to Chicago? If a flyer goes very fast, then I should like to be one.
I love to go fast. Watch me. And with that, he raced all the way around the roundhouse.
Good. But remember, Tootle, to be a flyer, you must study the art of whistleblowing. Puffing loudly when starting. Stopping for a red waving flag. And pulling the dynacart without spilling the soup. Whoa! My soup.
But most importantly, Tootle had to study the art of staying on the rails no matter what.
Remember, Tootle, you can't be a flyer unless you get a 100% A+ in staying on the rails no matter what. We all have difficult decisions to make in life, whether it is to stay on the right path or get off of it. Find out what happens to Tootle as he has this same dilemma in Tootle by Gertrude Crampton.
Tootle promised that he would work very hard, and he did too. He even practiced stopping for a red waving flag. Tootle hated those lessons because, well, there is nothing a locomotive hates more than stopping. One day, when Tootle was practicing and staying on the rails no matter what, he looked into the meadow to see a strong, fine black horse.
Oh, wow! Raced to the river,
and with that, the horse kicked up its heels and away he went. Oh, how his mane tossed in the wind.
Here I go! If I'm going to be a flyer, I can't let a horse beat me. All my friends at school would laugh at me.
As Tootle reared the horse and was sure he could beat him, the tracks made a great curve.
Oh, whistle! That horse will go straight while I take the great curve. Now I'll never be a flyer.
But then Tootle did the unthinkable thing. He hopped off the tracks and raced alongside the horse. The race ended in a tie, and both the horse and train were very happy. They sat along the riverside on a day so beautiful you could hear nothing but the chirps of birds and the sounds of water droplets in the river.
Wow! You did very well. You should be very proud of yourself.
That night, as Tootle returned to the roundhouse, he thought, and he thought, and he thought, and he thought, he thought a lot.
Tomorrow, I will work harder. I will not even think about leaving the rails, no matter what.
And he did too. He practiced tootling so much.
Toot! Oh, that's all right. Toot!
That the mayor himself came up to personally talk to Tootle.
Well, hey there, Tootle. I don't know if we met, but I'm the mayor himself, and I have a question for you. And my question for you is, everybody in the valley has a headache, and would you please stop tootling?
So Tootle was set to stay on the rails no matter what. But as he reached the great curve, he looked into the meadow to see it. It was full of buttercups.
Oh, wow! It's like a big yellow carpet. How I should love to play in them and hold one under my searchlight to see if I like butter. But no, if I'm going to be a flyer, I must practice staying on the rails no matter what.
But as he clicked and clacked around the great curve, a little voice inside of his mind said, "Do you like butter, kid?" Do ya?
I don't know.
Do ya, kid?
I just said I don't know. I'm going to find out.
So with that, Tootle hopped off the tracks. And he danced around and around in the meadow. And he held a buttercup under his searchlight.
Wow, I really do like butter. I do.
I knew you would. That night, as the chief oiler and Bill, head of education, played checkers, the chief oiler exclaimed,
It's weird, very weird, but I found grass petals in between Tootle's front wheels today. There must be some grass growing on the tracks. Not on our tracks,
said the day watchman.
I spend my days watching the tracks and cleaning the roundhouse to the windows and to the walls, I'll mop all of these halls.
Bill's face was very stern.
Tootle knows he must get a 100% A+ in staying on the rails no matter what if he wishes to become a flyer.
The next day, Tootle was returned to the meadow. He was so happy he practiced tootling. Toot!
That's not right. Toot! Why, I sound like a flyer already.
He danced around and around as usual, met a frog, and he made a daisy chain. That very next day, the chief oiler found the daisy chain in Tootle's bell, and the next day, he found wet pieces of grass stuck to Tootle's sides. The chief oiler, Bill, head of education, and the mayor himself agreed something had to be done about Tootle.
Bill's plan will surely put Tootle back on the track.
The very next day, Tootle returned to the meadow, as usual.
Wow, what a beautiful day it is. Shh. A red waving flag? In the meadow? Oh, I'll just go the other way. Another one? Golly! Golly gee whiz! There's red waving flags all over this place. Why did I think this meadow was such a fine place? Why don't I ever see a green flag?
And just as the cheers were ready to slide out of his boilers, Tootle looked back over his gold card to see Bill standing on the tracks with a green flag. Tootle rolled back onto the tracks. Doing.
I know now that this is the place for me. I'll never leave the tracks ever again. Hooray, hooray for Tootle, the flyer.
Now Tootle is a 2 miles a minute flyer. He gives advice to the young trains.
Work hard. Always stop for a red waving flag. And remember, most importantly, always stay on the rails no matter what.